Hey guys, what is up? Today I have another story for you. Today I'm bringing you Stupid Spam Mail by Nami Zombies. And this one is the creepypasta voted pasta of the month. So, let's get right into it. This is Stupid Spam Mail by Nami Zombies. My parents' car drove out of the parking garage, and I went straight to my room. My laptop sat at my old desk, and I turned it on. 7:30 p.m. I logged into Facebook, but soon grew bored due to the fact that no one I wanted to talk to was online. I remember my friend telling me about a site the other day. He said lots of people got on it, and shared something called creepypastas. Well, I decided to try it out. I went to the site, and the first thing I saw was a quite creepy quote at the top of the page. 8 p.m. As I continued to look into the site more, I encountered quite a few stories with the letters NSFW printed at the top, so I read a few of them. They ranged from stories about dating turning wrong, a lost SpongeBob episode, a creepy video game song that made my ears hurt, and something about a deranged man wanting his mother to molest him all the time, to things that I have heard about before, such as Jeff the Killer, Slenderman, the Rake. I decided to make an account and try this site out. I put in a username, Lily! And it asked for an email, so I used my current one that I had never checked. When I got all my information in, I was excited to get started, but it said I had to check my email for confirmation first. Damn. 8:46 p.m. I log into my email and cannot find the message from the Wikia, so I kept scrolling through my emails until I found out that the email had been transferred to my spam box. I go inside, greeted by hundreds of emails saying, "I won something," or "You can find love here at Christian Mingle." I sigh, and finally find the message. But one message caught my eye. It was in my spam, but it was entitled, "A Scary Way to Break Up." 9 p.m. Curiosity got the best of me, so I clicked it, but soon laughed because it was just a stupid chain letter. It had multiple grammar mistakes, and it said something about a boyfriend killing his girlfriend, or something. It read, "A Scary Way to Break Up. Do not stop reading this, or something bad will happen." One day, Sarah was walking home from school when her boyfriend drove by and honked at her to get in. She got in his car and drove her to the lake. Her boyfriend said he was going to tell her something very important. Sarah could have sworn he was going to propose. However, he flicked her off, pushed her in the lake, and yelled, "I'm breaking up with you, you awful... I hate you, and I think that maybe you should just end your life." He laughed and drove off. It was a very cold day. Sarah climbed out of the lake, freezing cold, and feeling the worst she had ever in her entire life. She got home, went in a hot bath, and slit her wrists and died in the bathtub. Her parents yelled and screamed at her to get out until they finally broke down the door. They saw nobody, but the entire bathroom was dripping with her blood. Her mom went insane and killed herself 3 days later. Her dad is in prison, accused of murder. Later that week, Sarah's boyfriend's father was taking a shower when she came from the drain, rotting and bloody, with a razor in her hand, and said, "Destroy his life, destroy his life." She cut his throat before he could scream. Sarah killed his family, but did not find Jason anywhere. If you do not repost this, with the title, "One Scary Way to Break Up," you are a heartless, and Sarah will come to you in the shower from the drain, and will kill you the same way she killed her boyfriend's family. You have 13 minutes. 9:45 p.m. After laughing a few times at the chain letter, I closed the computer and looked out my window because a sound irked me. Terror took over. Sitting there smoking, with long legs and an ugly face, was my stupid ex. He threw down a cigarette and knocked at my window. I gave him the bird, and closed the blinds. I could hear him curse and stomp down my steps, but did not hear the car start. I shrugged and left my room, the floor creaking underneath me. Somehow, my mind was still on that chain letter. I snorted and headed to my bathroom. 9:57 p.m. I undressed and got in the shower. As I was washing the suds out of my hair, I started to think I could write a creepypasta. My mind started to flutter with ideas, but then I heard a creaking noise. Something from the door. I ignored it and closed my eyes to clean the suds from my hair. Suddenly, the shower curtain flew open. I screamed in terror. I fought violently and slipped in the tub, falling face front on the bottom. Then I felt a sudden pain in my calf. A knife was lodged in deep, crimson blood lining the wound, and was trickling to the ground. Still bare and naked, I shockingly escaped my attacker and limped out on my patio, still naked and bare. I hoped that one of my neighbors was outside, but the houses were dark, and an eerie silence crept over the area. I felt warm breathing on my neck. A wet tongue licked the back of it. I had to choke back my tears as I slowly turned around. He laughed in my face as he drove the knife in my stomach and ripped through the side. My screams turned to moans as I collapsed on the ground, holding in my entrails, my face greeted with warm, sticky blood. I turned up once more to see him. His breath smelled like smoke, and he started to cry. "You were so beautiful. How could you not love me?" His tone changed suddenly, a light, happy tone. "And I still love you. I can still make love to you. You will just be a little colder, and complain less," he cried out. I finally let go of my stomach, burning tears blinding my vision. Flesh and blood poured from the jagged wound, and my vision blurred. The last thing I saw was him unzipping his pants, and my eye caught the clock. Just 12 minutes ago, I was laughing at a chain letter. I went down in a minute. I wish I would have grabbed a knife. That would have made more sense. I faded away into darkness. The last thing I felt was something thrusting on me. 9:58 p.m. She was so beautiful. She feels amazing. Better than normal. I struggled to last, but I didn't pull out fast enough. Once I finished, I grabbed her by the feet, leaving a silky trail of blood and skin behind. I did not care about the mess. They would understand our love. I went to her room to pack some clothes for her. I looked, and I found a suitcase buried in the closet. I saw her computer and switched it on, looking for bus times. It was on her email, and a long chain letter was open. I felt a sudden warm, horrible feeling overtake my body. How the fuck did someone know? And then I froze. I could see it from the corner of the computer screen. Something was standing in the corner, rocking back and forth with something sharp in its hand. It had long, dark, seaweeded hair, and it was sobbing. I was frozen and cold. I looked down at my love, cold and red, and wanted to protect her. When I turned around, it was still in the corner, sobbing, but now it was looking right at me, with a deathless glare. I had to get out with her safely, so I quickly got the suitcase and turned around for just a second. It flew across the room with an inhuman speed and brutally cut into my Achilles. I screamed as I toppled over on the ground next to my love. Her eyes iced over with a shocked look. "Don't worry, I'll protect us." I crawled to the bathroom, not knowing where the thing went. I lifted myself to the sink and vomited into the white expanse, pain and stench overtaking my senses. Right as I looked in the mirror, it was there, crawling on the side of the wall to me. I tried to move, but it jumped on my back, digging its razor claws down deep into my flesh. I looked into the mirror and made out that it was a girl. She started to shriek and lifted a glass shard to my neck. "Time's up, Jason," it croaked in a devilish tone. Before he could scream, Sarah ripped open his throat. And that was Stupid Spam Mail by Nami Zombies. Thanks for listening, you guys. Leave a suggestion of the next story you want me to do, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.